Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. You're Sambo and it's Seraphis, our level 26 Worgen Mage. As you can see, we've had a Shadowfang Keep pop, so we're just going to get straight in there without further ado. Sorry for the short introduction, but of course those entrance ways to the instances are on a timer, so if you don't click enter it will default and drop you out. So here we go, folks. Finally, of course, but we've wanting to do this until very recently. We've been okay with it, but we're getting very close to level 26, and of course if we pip past level 26, if we level to level 27, we would no longer be able to do this Shadowfang Keep instance in the dungeon finder, and that would be extremely bad. So here we go, we've got the quest now here for Pack Leader Ivar Bloodfang. You can see basically that they want us to kill a named mob, and if we have a look at that, if we have a look in our Shadowfang Keep one here, we'll, yeah, you can see here that we have to kill Baron Ashbury, so that's one of the first quests here in Shadowfang Keep. Now if you've been here in the past, in the old days, you will definitely notice that this has changed a lot. There's a lot more scripted events in there. Oh, the mouse is flipping out. And we'll say g'day. We've got a nice group by the look of things. So what do we have? We have Cool Cat, who's a level 26 Night Elf Druid, and they are going to tank. So I'd say that they are going to use their bear form. We've got ourselves a Worgen Druid healer. We've got ourselves a Night Elf Hunter for DPS and a Gnome Rogue. And there it is. There is the bear form Druid. Let's Frost Nova them to freeze them in place. And there's our Worgen Druid, who will be our healer. Let's go in here and do some AoE. So once again, if you haven't played WoW before, just explain that this is a player here. It's a druid. Not only do druids have cat form, but they also have bear form. And you can see if we click on her or him there, that yeah, we've actually got someone with 1500 hit points there, which is fantastic. When they go into bear form, it's basically a tank. And oh, they're having a laugh there, because JRP, one of the players in our group here, a Gnome Rogue, their health is 1337. That's pretty funny, of course. If you're nice and nerdy like me, you'll know that that's pretty funny.
I don't have a target.
So yes, so the Shadowfang Keep layout, and of course, by the way, this is in the heart of Silverpine Forest, which is just outside of Gilneas, where we grew up, of course, as a Worgen Rogue. As a Worgen Mage, rather, not a Worgen Rogue. So that's why there are lots of Worgen in here, and we're getting Gilneas reputation as well. It's because basically all the bosses in here are to do with Lord Godfrey. And it's, of course, basically really close to the zone. I'll show you where it is in a minute. Oh, and there we go, some nice braces there. Okay, we'll just greed on those. So if we actually look on the map, you can see now that we do have maps for the dungeons, which is fantastic. So this is Shadowfang Keep, of course. And do we have different levels? Yes, we've got the courtyard, the dining hall, the vacant den. You can see it's quite a complex area. There's a bunch of complex areas within the actual instance itself. You can see all the bosses in here, and of course the bosses you're able to click on there and actually see what they do, which is very cool. Okay, we've got a leatherworking recipe there, so we'll take that so we can pop it on the auction house. Let's get down here. This is one of the down here is one of the first mini bosses, basically, underneath us. It looks like we've got a nice group too, by the way, nice mix with our nice bear tank. And yes, if I zoom out on the map, you can see here this is Silverpine Forest, and it's here, and of course this is the ruins of Gilneas here, and basically we're just up the top, so we're in between, just up above Gilneas, down at the bottom of Silverpine Forest, so we're very close by. Can I jump down there? No. Oops, and I'm entering, there we go. So this is Baron Ashbury, one of the first bosses. He's actually quite difficult. You can see there he's basically nuked all of us out there. That is very bad. We've got a big heal coming out. He does all sorts of nasty AoEs. So we want to burn him down as fast as possible. Fortunately, our healer managed to do a nice heal over time on all of us there, thank goodness. But you can see when he did that strangle, the boss, it basically took all of our health away. Keep an eye on everybody's health bars there. We're trying to build up this Arcane Blast buff. There he goes, he's nearly down. Oh, and there we go, the asphyxiate. You can see all of our health is dropping like a rock. And a whole bunch of us almost died. That was very close. Boy, was that close. Anyway, here we go. A Windrunner cape there. Armor, agility, and stamina. No good for me, so I'm going to choose disenchant. Now, the reason that we've got a disenchant option there, by the way, is because one of the party members is actually a disenchanter. So the way that it works now is that all of us can actually choose disenchanting. We get a disenchanted, normally a shard, if we win the roll. There we go. So we've got a new quest point again. It says keep moving forward. And thank you very much. Complete that quest. We now have to take out, kill Baron Silverlane and Commander Springvale. There we go.
Watch your back.
New quest, and we can see we're basically 1.5 blips of XP, 1.5 dots of XP away. Right, we have to let, actually what these guys don't know is that we have to let one of these NPCs out here to open the door. Do we? I'm pretty sure we do. Maybe we don't. Oh, okay, we're just waiting for it. Here we go. What a pathetic lock. Godfrey is going to have to try harder if he wants to hold us back. So we've unlocked this door as we get out into the main courtyard. Now this is nasty out here. You can see that there's actually new mobs, but you have to be very careful out here that you don't pull the whole courtyard, and there are wandering mobs as well. So generally the tactic is that people tend to stand up the top of the stairs.
Don't have a target.
And sort of pull mobs up to the top of those stairs. We'll disenchant that. But, you know, every tank has their own method of doing things.
I need a target.
So yes, out in the courtyard, and again, those of you who have run Shadowfang Keep before will be familiar with this, except, like I say, it is new mobs and all the quests are different now. And it's actually a lot more of a smoother run. It's still just as much fun. In fact, if anything, it's more fun. The whole experience has been streamlined, I guess is a good way of putting it. So clearly this group knows what they're doing. They're not pulling aggro from left, right and centre. So we'll hopefully do well. Our little gnome rogue there. And there's the tank in bear form. You can see the rogue's gone invisible, coming up behind the mob and attacking it from behind. A lot of its abilities, the rogue's abilities, of course, are attacks from the rear. And you can see there that the druid has shapeshifted into cat form just to run around. And he's obviously collecting things as part of some quest that we don't have. I'd say he's collecting logs or something. So you'll probably see him shift back, there you go, into bear form to take on the role of the tanks. By the way, again, for those of you who have run Shadowfang Keep in the past, you can see over there we still have the fell steeds. They're optional, but sometimes they do drop some nice big bags, so still worth actually killing them off. So you can see our next target over here, Commander Springvale, and again we can click on him and we can actually see exactly what he does. And for example, if we went back to the map and clicked on Baron Ashbury, we'd be able to see what these asphyxiates do. You'd see that there's an important ability, the Stay of Execution. After he finishes casting Asphyxiate, it says that he immediately casts Stay of Execution. The spell heals all players to 50% of their maximum health. So you need to pay attention to these. You can see this one here, a magic effect, randomly casts channeling on a random player, initially dealing 20 shadow damage every 1 second for 6 seconds, and the damage dealt increases as the spell continues to channel. So yeah, these new maps are absolutely fantastic, by the way, because they just give you everything you need to know, all the information you need to know about the specific bosses in these instances. It's great. So there you go, it's right there, Shadowfang Keep. You can see there's actually quite a number of bosses in this run. Good fun. Now we're coming into the kitchen area here. And there we go, Shadowfang Keep, the dining hall rather. You can see that we've actually got a boss in there, Baron Silverlane. He's the one that we've come to get. So we've got to deal with these cooks in the meantime. Ghostly cooks. There's a lot of ghosts wandering around here inside this haunted old keep. Ghostly cooks, in fact, are what they're called. And again, our Gilneas rep being increased all the time there, which is always handy. We want to get to Exalted, of course. Right, so now we've got these haunted servitors and shadowy attendants, more ghosts. Now we can counterspell that caster over there, shut them up basically, because they're casting nasty shadow bolts, as you can see. Let's get a bit of a height advantage so we can see what's going on. And again, you just have to be careful that you don't pull the entire room. And fortunately our tank knows what they're doing. Just biting off little bite-sized chunks. And unfortunately our hunter, typical hunter, ran ahead there and got aggro from that shadowy attendant over there. Let's see if we can actually polymorph that one. No, we can't because it's a ghost. There we go, using our Arcane Blast there just to finish off those mobs. You can see our healer's doing a great job, by the way, keeping us all nice and healthy. And here we go, here's our second quest and boss item, Baron Silverlane. That is who we want to take down. On we go, 13,000 hit points there. You can see he's actually summoning a Worgen spirit there. Maybe he's going to turn into one, who knows? Oh no, he's summoned those ones behind him. So let's AoE them down. Just helping out there, taking out the smaller mobs with our Arcane Blast. And there we have it. This death is only a temporary respite from my curse, he says. And we've got a Baron Scepter, which is very nice. Unfortunately, it's a mace that we can't use. It's bind on pickup, so it's no use to us in the auction house. That means we will disenchant it. If we win the roll, and no, someone actually did win the Scepter itself, so there we go. Pack leader Ivor Bloodfang.
Keep your chin up, eh?
There we go. Alright, so now we head up the stairs. And we've got a whole bunch of undead skeletons now. Some very classic mobs in this instance. And you can see the bear there trying to get aggro of all the skeletons. Trying to use my instance here just to finish them off. And there we go, Arcane Blast did just that. Oops, and we have another haunted servitor there. So just recapping who's in our party once again, of course we've got the Night Elf Druid who is our bear tank. Oh, we've got a nice healing potion there. We will absolutely put that on our hotbar because we need that. We don't have one on our hotbar, and that's of course instant health for us. We have the Worgen Druid who is the healer there. Her name is Hot. Now again, you have to be very careful in this room in case you aggro the bad guys in the background there. Again, great healing. We also have the Gnome Rogue, and of course we have ourselves the Mage and the Hunter. I'm not sure, has the Hunter got their pet out? Yes, they have.
We need to target something first.
for some reason we've got Commander, who is this? Commander Springvale, who we do need to slay. They've aggroed onto me, so we need to back off there and let the bear take the aggro. You can see he's doing all sorts of nasty shadow damage there. Fortunately, we're resisting a lot of it. And he's casted a desecration on the ground there, which does slow us players down and hurt us. It's basically a death knight of sorts. Let's get out of the way, stay away from him. So we stay away from that desecration. And there we go, Commander Springvale slain 1 of 1. And there's a nice shield there for a tank as well. But again, no use to us. If we click disenchant there, we will get a nice shard after that's disenchanted. It's no use to us. Right, hopefully there will be a quest giver. Where are we? Commander Springvale, and once again you can see there Malefic Strike, rather, Shield of the Perdifius, and Desecration. You can see there movement speed decreased by 50%, and we take 49 shadow damage every 15 seconds if you stand in that. And again, you can see what loot they drop. So that dungeon helper is just fantastic. Ever since that's come in, we love it a lot. Boop, bit of lag there. Let's carry on. Now we've got to cross the outside, and of course what you can do is look towards... Oh, and there we go! Leveling to level... What are we? Level 27. Yay! Grats to us. And you can see there that we've actually got ourselves a new talent point as well. So that's very cool. He's saying, where is he? Up ahead. Now, by the way, for those of you who want to know, the view there, that over there is actually the Gilneas Wall. You can just see it out in the distance to give you some idea of where we are on the map. That is Silver Pine Forest below us. So we're actually in the outside now, and you can see the full moon. Very cool, very creepy. We're walking over the outside, over the ramparts of this castle. Yikes. Got ourselves a guard on us. You can see the bear step in there to take the aggro, thank goodness. And there we go. Here's our quest hand in, armoured to the teeth. And now Lord Worgen is who we have to take out. Appears that Lord Worgen has finally taken notice of our presence, and we have to kill him off. Winding our way around the ramparts. Like I say, exciting instance, very interesting. Again, be careful barging on into rooms like this, in case you aggro lots and lots of mobs. And Hot has dinged as well. So there's lots of us leveling up. All very cool stuff. While we're fighting these mobs, let's have a look at our talent tree, shall we? And looks like we can put another point in there, so that's fantastic. We've got spell haste here, or we've got more damage. I think we might increase our damage for now, so we'll pop a point into Torment the Weak. The arcane damage spells deal 6% more damage to snared or slowed targets. Yes, we want to put a point in there. Thank you very much.
I need a target.
Good old sound of clear casting there. Love that sound because, of course, it means it gives us a free spell pretty much. Make sure, of course, that we're collecting up the loot from these ghouls. And hoping that whatever it is that's causing our... Oh, a nearby gargoyle comes to life. That's right, these gargoyles that sit up the top, they're statues, and basically they come to life as we walk past. And they fear as well. That's what that noise was. Got to be a bit careful, because they could fear us into other mobs as well.
I don't have a target.
And there we go, you can have a look out the front now. That's the actual entrance to the Shadowfang Keep, wandering off there into the Silver Pine Forest. So it's very cool how there's that continuity. You can actually look out there. And we've got these Geists and Gargoyles now. Dealing to them quite effectively. And there they go, they've turned back to stone once you kill them. And we've got a treasure chest here. Unfortunately, it's a locked one. None of us seem to have lock picking. That's okay. You can see our Worgen fellows up there keeping an eye out on the roof. Now we're going to make our way down the other side of this classic World of Warcraft instance. It has been revamped. And another bunch of skeletons by the looks of things. And another couple of ghouls. This is all manner of undead shenanigans going on here.
I need a target.
There we go, dealing to them very effectively. Got some more braces that are cloth +6 fire spell damage. Now, we'll greed on those because they can actually be sold on the auction house, but someone else got them and they rolled disenchant, and so you can see there they actually got some strange dust, which is one of the materials that does come out of disenchanting an object. Right, up and over down to the dogs here. And we have a skeleton guardian as well. Must say, I really do love the skeleton models in WoW. They're just kind of classic looking. And again, not sure exactly what's causing our lag. Hopefully it disappears relatively soon. So you can see we came up there across, and now we're crossing over the other side. As we make our way through, if we have a look on the map, you see we're coming out of that area now, winding our way back up the other side. Getting near to the main part of the instance, of course. And it sounds like Lord Worgen has been engaged, and indeed he has. Here we go. And of course, once again, if you wish, you can open this up, open up your map, click on him, and actually see what he does, what he drops. And you can see what his attacks are. Ice shards, conjure poisonous mixture, and conjure frost mixture. You can see here these chemicals immediately deal frost damage to nearby enemies within 45 yards. So we're going to try and keep our distance. It does pay, if you haven't done these runs before, definitely pays to read up on the abilities, because they're not just simple tank and spanks, they actually do some nasty stuff. And there we go, he is down, and it's phantom armor, which is mail. We can't do anything about it, we can't sell it, so we will click on disenchant for there, try and get some crafting materials out of it that we can sell on the auction house.
Get cabin or get going.
Alright, so that was successful. We're happy about that. Oops, and somebody has left. Who left? Why does the tank leave? Tanks always leave. I have no idea why that is. That is really rude, by the way. Let's see if we can find out who, because obviously they were just here for a particular drop. It didn't drop, and they just left the rest of us in the middle of the instance. That is shocking behavior, and I'm sick and tired of people doing that. Let's shout them out in a minute. We'll just complete this quest, and now we've got, yeah, Lord Godfrey. There we go. That's the big boss.
That's enough gabbing for me today.
Let's have a look. Lord Godfrey, which I think you'll find is... Whoops. I think he's the main boss of Shadowfang Keep. Let's go to our achievements here. Go to the classic dungeons, and we'll have a look at Shadowfang Keep. There we go. Defeat Lord Godfrey, and like they're rightly saying, we can't go anywhere without a tank. So this is bad news. Let's find out who that was. Who's left the party? Cool Cat. So Coollcatt. That was the tank that we had here. who just left us in the middle of things. You know what? You suck. That is just disturbing. Luckily, we've got ourselves a human paladin. Thank goodness. Where are they? Who is it? It's Lure. Where are they? Because we weren't able to go anywhere without a tank, of course. Can't fight these mobs without one. Fortunately for us, one has just turned up. Now it's just a matter of whereabouts they are. So let's see if we can find it. There they go, coming in on the other side. There he is, Lure, as our frame rate goes to all heck. Goodness me. What is going on? Not now, not when we've got a boss. Oh dear. It has not been my day today at all, folks. We'll pause the recording for 1 second. And here we go, folks. We're back. Not sure what was causing our weird frame rate there. Anyway, we are on our way, obviously, to kill Lord Godfrey. Whoops. And there we go. The last section of the instance has opened up. We can sell that one. They're all +4 intellect. That's pretty nice. Let's greed on that one. And a stamina dagger there. We'll be able to put that on the auction house. So we'll definitely greed on that as well. It's pretty common practice to greed on the greens because of course you can sell them on. And there he is over there, Lord Godfrey. If we have a look on our map now, you can see we're in the last area. Once again, I certainly recommend that you read up on these cursed bullets, mortal wound, and summon bloodthirsty ghouls. He's a nasty piece of work. But first of all, we've got to clear out these other mobs here. These pustulent monstrosities, which are gross looking. And you can see that this tank here, our paladin tank, certainly knows what he's doing. Thank goodness. Alright, and this is it, the penultimate moment now, or in fact the ultimate moment as we go for Lord Godfrey. So I'm going to stay out of the way because hopefully the tank will bring him down. No, he's not going to. Alright, we're going to fight him up there. Everyone has different strategies, I guess. Begins to cast pistol barrage. You've got to stay out of the way of that. Look at that, nasty, nasty, nasty. Get behind him if that happens. Remembering that this is the main boss of the instance. And you can see we've got him down to about 2/3 health there. Ah, move, 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 move. And we did it, folks, at last. Amongst all sorts of lag and carry on, we got ourselves the achievement Shadowfang Keep, Lord Godfrey slain. We've got a feline mantle there, feline mantle, which we're going to need on, because that is definitely a very, very nice piece of shoulders for us. Absolutely. In fact, I don't think we even have shoulders, so we're going to need on that. Yep. There we go. And see who wins that. There's a lot of clothies here. That was very nice of that tank just to come in and fix us up there. Now let's see if we can jump across here still. No, we can't. Got to hand in this quest. Pack leader Ivar Bloodfang, hello to you. Fury of the Pack. We did it, Seraphis, at a terrible cost, but the victory is ours. This keep could serve well as a home for me and my pack, though we tend to prefer more natural habitats. Maybe best to leave it as a reminder of Godfrey's betrayal and of the Bloodfang warriors that died here in battle. And look at that, we get ourselves some really awesome Godfrey's breeches there. Nice blue items, 18 more armor, 3 more intellect, 4 stamina, and 5 crit strike rating. We are absolutely going to take those. Plus the 1000
Let the
XP.
light of the new moon guide you.
And you can see that is it for us, folks. We are done. That was, in a piecemeal fashion anyway, a Shadowfang Keep. So just reminding you guys, when you do run these, of course, to make sure that you're using the maps and clicking on these icons of the bosses and reading up on what they do, because they do have some things that are, for example here, uninterruptible, and you of course can also see what they will drop as well, which is very cool. You can also see there that we won the feline mantle, so we've got a lot of nice gear out of that run. Very happy about that, which is very cool. So let's wrap this episode up now. Thank you very much for joining us. Certainly hope you enjoyed that run through Shadowfang Keep. Our next instance run will be Black Fathom Deeps, of course. And you can see that we actually need to advance, or some people in the party need to advance to a higher level, but we are able to be up to a level 30 to run that. And of course Black Fathom Deeps is where we were questing out by the Zoram Strand, so that'll be something exciting to look forward to in the future. In the meantime, of course, it's myself, Sambo, and Seraphis, our Worgen mage, saying take care, we'll see you later, and bye bye.